Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 11th episode of Honey and Clover. Last episode we went on a boat and an amusement park and a Ferris wheel and stuff, and this episode, I assume, we'll do something different. We'll just have to watch to see what that is. So, 3, 2, 1, play. That plate is so much better until food gets put on it. That's when the nightmares begin. Like the one that has spiders on it. Why would you put spiders on food? I kind of like the dragonfly one. That does look pretty artistic. And of course, the pontoon out by ones I appreciate, but most of them are just unpleasant. Especially the meat. The hand bit, it kind of reminds me of that one scene from the visual novel Flyable Heart, because there was a cake that was in like the shape of a arm or something, and the character talked about how he was a little bit uncomfortable eating it because of that. I didn't really get it then, but I get it with that. That hand just feels too realistic and I could never eat it. You know, the one that draws the die-in message. Refreshing draft. Well, I guess we're having a sleepover. That's always fun. How to survive a pinch in the mountain. Yeah, just get naked and cuddle. That's keep you warm. Okay, so that's Takamoto. Can't really see any of his body, so... Uh oh, he's crying. Are you okay, Takamoto? Do you want to talk about something? Oh, did you wet yourself? uh, Mendokusai Kanojo. At the very least. But it's probably not very good. Yeah, it's not very good. I expected better from you. No thank you. Yeah, you should be more grateful. Not feeling the appreciation. You know, if you're bothered by that, just thought I'd let you know. Yamada! Yamada, Yamada. Yeah, we already went over that. He wears his clothes now. That pop blush. Oh, we're in public, might not want to do that. Weren't you just complaining earlier about the bath exposing you, and here you're just gonna whip out your underwear for the world to see? Haunts. Like he's a ghost. I know what a seal is. Thank you, translation note. Very much so. Believe it! I believe she's a fan of Naruto. Maybe he likes it. You know, the refreshing draft and all that. Really wish I had a more comfortable chair. Almost like she looked back at me. Like she knows I'm watching. So I've heard. He said what? Yeah, I don't think that's a real word. Is that a photo album? Oh wow, that is a nice kimono. Yeah. And a lot of TL notes this episode. Oh, because we just confiscated that. Gonna make copies. Wow. I don't think she appreciated that. Agutaro. Because she's a hamster, yeah. That wasn't that long ago. At least episode-wise. Oh, my nose itches so badly. Probably. No guarantees. Well, now Sensei's gone, so... Oh, wait, no, that's him. He's back. Japan welcomes you back. Well, that... Well, you left Haku here, so I didn't really need you anymore. Did you? I didn't hear anything about that. I guess you arrived too soon. Be careful using snail mail. Yeah, it takes some time for a letter to go overseas. And yeah, we get our reunion. Hagu, you know you want to Hagu him. But first, flashbacks. These are tears of joy this time. She's grown a lot. She was fine. She got even a part-time job. You can tell he's waiting for her to jump into his arms. But, there we go. There we go. What are you thinking, Morita? It's beautiful, isn't it? Family reunion. Kanpai. I was a little bit late, sorry. It's nice having Shu-chan back. Let's not talk about work. Let's have fun. Basically. That sounds horrible. Yeah, he's more of a baby than Hagu. That's what I thought. Ooh, close. Can you try? Yeah, can you try them on? Like right now, please? Yeah, it's actually pretty nice stuff. I'm sure they don't mind. Ouch. What is this favoritism? A rock. Not feeling much love here. And a hat. Why were you on the roof? Fair enough. Well, that too. You actually... Oh, wow. Uh, that is... Yeah, I would not fight that. That was my second guess. The first guess was a hammer. You're just gonna break it, Morita. Oh. Did he actually play it? That's not too bad. That was pretty impressive. Do we? I sure didn't. Right, gotcha. That makes sense. We don't know much about Mongolia. There's no replacement for Hagu, though. I figured that was part of it. uh. Hope we take good care of that rock. Yeah. That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking. You're not really one to talk. Back to our performance. I mean, it does make sense to a degree. You know, some things never change, some dynamics. I'm not trying to go that far. The moon. And Sensei will be 10 years older. It's a scary thing to think about. No. No. Men do not hold hands. Pretty sure that's a law. The bath itself is. Oh, we actually are using it. I'd love for Yamada to use it. Could you imagine? We could at least add a curtain to it. That shouldn't be too difficult. We're a bunch of college students, we can manage that. That's a lot of stuff. You can always hope. Oh, Morita's stepping up. He just stole Hagu. She is half his size. I suppose so. Yeah, it's a bit of a touchy subject. When are you gonna step up, Takamoto? Yeah, I had a feeling she was gonna fall. Luckily, he caught her. Morita's always on the ball like that. No words, just let's keep going. Is it too high up, Hagu? Do you need help? Like, just pick her up and give her a boost. I didn't think I saw this in the preview. Oh, don't drop the pudding. Ah, come on, Hagu. Well, it's just still be fine. I think they clean the tables between customers, so you'll still be able to eat it. Guess we'll never find out if she did. I dropped my pudding. Why not? I mean... I guess it wasn't that fun after all. I had no idea it went that badly. Shu-chan better than Morita, confirmed. Just the baby. What about Takemoto? And at least Morita, you know, prevented her from completely falling to the ground. That was something, right? What does snow smell like? That's a serious question. I would like you to answer that. Because as far as I know, it doesn't smell like anything. I mean, I can't say I'm an expert because I've only experienced snow like single-digit number of times, probably, but... I don't remember it smelling like anything, though. Really did not expect the outing between Morita and Hagu to go that badly. I was actually a little bit taken aback by that. I mean, it did look a little bit awkward, but wasn't really sure why. At least Shu is back. That's the important thing. Nice to have him back. Hagu definitely is glad to have him back. Oh. Well, that's quite a title. Wonder who's involved in that titular kiss. But anyway, that was the 11th episode of Honey and Clover. And Shu is back. That's kind of the big thing with this episode, I would say. Yeah, I don't even know where to start with this episode. I mean, the apartment was a bit of a focus, right? How important that is, and, you know, still living in it, even though we could probably afford somewhere better now. But it's got some value. We had a makeshift shower, which was pretty cool, although some people did complain about it. We had like a little photo album that Hagu had, you know, which I have a great picture of her in her kimono in that. You know, just Morita making a copy of it pretty much immediately. You know, no permission asked, just went ahead and did it. And then Shu came back very suddenly, like I barely even knew who it was. Like we just saw somebody in the background and it looked kind of dead, and but that turned out to be Shu, who was upset nobody came to pick him up, but that's because nobody knew, because the snail mail takes a while to get overseas, you know? So maybe he could have planned that out a bit better, for sure. Although seeing him interact with the, you know, the guy he went with was pretty fun. The way he kept just, like, outing him, you know? Just how, you know, needy and clingy he was towards Hagu, you know, how much he missed her. All that stuff, that was kind of embarrassing. He just let everyone know about all that. So that was fun. It got them souvenirs, of course. Some people got better souvenirs than others. There was some definite favoritism there, without question. But you know, that's nothing new for this show. And then we had our scene between Hagu and Morita, you know. I kind of want to watch this again, because I now have kind of more context for it. So I'm going to kind of watch this again in its entirety. Because, yeah, now that I pay better attention to it, yeah, you can definitely tell. I mean, one of the very first shots, Morita's walking, Hagu kind of falls behind, you know, looks at him and then kind of jogs a little bit to catch up. So, yeah, I can see that now. And then while this was going on, yeah, Takemoto talking to Shu about their supposed friendship. But, you know, also not too sure about how Hagu feels about it. But, yeah, you can definitely tell she trips because she's trying to catch up. Yeah, now that I actually paying attention to it, yeah, it's pretty clear that things were not going that well. But like I said, at least he's prevented her from falling. That is still pretty important. But yeah, he just stands up there waiting, doesn't actually do anything to help. While Hagu's in there, clearly distressed about something. So yeah, just looking at it again, it really wasn't that great of an outing. There was like no speaking between them, you know. So I wonder what was on Morita's mind at this, because I mean he offered to do this, right? But he didn't really seem that into it at all. So yeah, what exactly was he thinking during this, I wonder? Because yeah, the second time I watched it, it was pretty clear that that did not go well at all. So not quite sure what the deal with that was, but at least Shu is back for her, you know. Obviously, Morita's no replacement for Shu. So, really not sure what to make of that overall, really. I mean, Takamoto still hasn't done much in regards to Hagu, but we're still talking about that, so surely he will at some point. But, I don't know, not quite sure about some of that stuff. But, at least he's back. That's really what it comes down to. At least she was back. And now things feel complete again, if that makes sense. Morita being able to play that one instrument was impressive. I definitely didn't expect that, but he was quite good with it, for sure. Freaking rock as the souvenir was just so messed up. But anyway, yeah, that was the episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.